Hi everyone. Welcome to our first mini class. This is the same time as our usual Facebook Live, and honestly, this is quite a bit similar, but there are some changes coming, and this is just one of the first ones, or this is the first one. As you know, the Stampin' Up! Year, well, no, you probably don't know. This is a brand new year in the Stampin' Up! Calendar that started October 1st, and I had a great year. In fact, I'm going to share some things with you in just a few moments, but I needed to evaluate some things that have happened in my business, changed in my business in 2020. Some of it from COVID and some of it just the natural things that happen. And so the way I'm doing my Facebook Lives is one of the things that I'm going to change. They're going to be mini classes, and there's going to be 3 projects every week. And in 2021, we may start out with only these mini classes, and there may not be a monthly Thursday class. I'm really having to think about that. That class hasn't been well attended or hasn't had the results, I guess, necessary. So we're looking at, turning things up a little bit. But this month, in November, we do have mini classes every Monday, and today's class coordinates with our Thursday monthly card class. So that class is on the third Thursday every month, has been every month, and I don't have my dates in front of me to tell you what that date is. Everything's tied up. Anyway, the third Thursday, 4:30, right here, in the card class group, there will be the Playful Pets card class, and I can show you the samples from that class. Today, we're also going to play with the Playful Pets, and we're going to make 2 cards, and we're going to make a treat holder. So I can go ahead and turn my camera down, I think. And I'll put my face over there. Okay, so this is one of the cards that we're going to make, and mine has no greeting. Okay, I made it just like this. So it's blank. It could be anything that you need it to be. So this is one of the cards we're going to make on the third Thursday. And you know what? I'm just going to go find a calendar because that's ridiculous that I can't remember the date. That will be the 19th of November. Unbelievable. Be here before we know it. This is another one that we're going to make. That's just my instructions to myself on how to make it. But isn't that sweet? Just really sweet. Then this one has a little more coloring to it. And then possibilities for inside, right? Hope your day is a real treat. Now, this little guy needs an embellishment. I'm going to show you where this is and where these are in the catalog in a few moments, and show you what is hidden on my desk over here somewhere. I feel sure it is. This is the 4th card that we're going to make on that Thursday, and check this out. So my friend Cindy shared this on her Facebook Live a week or 2 ago, and this is so fun. And you can do this lots of different ways. Again, you remember Cindy is the one that shared her DSP fold, and I'm looking for my sample. I can't find it, but the one that we used in the Peony birthday class that was so pretty. So same Cindy, very talented friend in Michigan. And normally I would be able to see her this week. 2 years ago, we met in Orlando for the Stampin' Up! On Stage event. And last year, we met in Lansing, Michigan for that. And that was really cool because Hope and Carrie and I, all 3, walked across the stage for our promotions. Carrie and I promoted to Gold, and Hope had promoted to Silver Elite. And it was such an exciting time. We got to preview the new catalog that's coming. We were just well celebrated and had so much fun. Orlando, of course, was a blast. But this year, On Stage is at home. It is this week, but it is going to be an at-home virtual event. Hey, Chris, thank you. I know we love red, don't we? So today, yes, so let's see, that's On Stage. So that'll be Thursday night, Friday, Saturday event for us. And we're going to play with some new products over there. And so today we're in November. And guys, so this set that I haven't even played with yet is available to you. So it's going to have to be next Monday's mini class. I have so many examples I'm ready to make. Some of them are super simple. But there's Curvy Christmas, there's Quite Curvy, there's a set of dies. Oh, so many possibilities. Aren't they pretty? And then there's paper. Sorry about that. There's pretty paper with it also. Very traditional. Cherry cobbler. I'm going to go with garden green. No. Cherry cobbler, Sahara sand, shaded spruce, and whisper white. So pretty colors and papers, prints. So look for that next week. I'll go ahead and commit to that. And somebody's going to remind me, right, that I said next Monday's mini class will be the Curvy product suite. 2 different stamp sets, 1 set of dies that coordinates with each, and a pack of paper that won't go back in its package. Okay, I give up. It seriously will not go back in. I've just ripped the whole thing down the side. What's the hardest thing in your job? Putting paper back in the package. So what are some of the other differences or things coming up? Okay, so the tag buffet, we're going to offer that. Hope and I are offering that as a to-go option. We'll do a Zoom. I sent out a few details in my newsletter last week about that. Bingo, don't forget to sign up for bingo because those packages need to go out in the mail on Monday. And I got to order, I got to prep. So give me as much time as possible, right? The group is already set up. I'm going to start posting things in there real soon. All right, so let's talk about the pets. Or maybe we need to talk about something else first. Because before I can get to the pets on my table, I got to get to this. So, you might have seen the photo of all of these products. This was my gift, my reward, I don't know. It was a recognition for my amazing year. Now, it's not just my amazing year. My team, my customers, it's all of us. We all did this. But these are the products that Rhonda sent me as a congratulations for my year. And so just want to tell you a little bit about how awesome that year was. So the Stampin' Up! Year runs from October 1st through September 30th. And there are 4 categories that demonstrators are recognized for. One of them is sales. And I actually increased my sales during last year by 50%, which was huge, right? Unbelievable. Great growth. My goal was, well, actually, I exceeded my goal by about $500. And that put me, Rhonda Wade's Rubber Queens group is about 500 demonstrators. And I placed number 9 in sales for the year, which was amazing. In recruiting, so in having people come and join my team, order a starter kit, I placed 2nd. I had 15 people join my team during the year. So exciting. We have a great team, a great group. We're encouraging, supportive. We're not all expert stampers, and that's fine. We learn from each other. And Chris would tell you that, you know, the job of your sister demonstrators is to enable you. And some of them do that better than others. Chris is an excellent enabler. In the leadership category for helping my team advance, I placed number 1 out of 500, which was just It's an amazing team. Y'all are just an amazing group, and I am so, so very blessed. And then when you blend all of this together into the overall category, I placed 4th. So, so cool. I love that Rhonda included this best year stamp set because it truly was my best year. And I've got, the bar is set high for exceeding that or even meeting it this year. But we're gonna have to have some sort of special with this stamp set. So, but anyway, so I got a set of the red and green foil, a full package of the plaid designer series paper. I got this cool stamp set, some of the vellum doilies. We used those last month in the peony class, as well as the elegant faceted gems, and then some adhesive, the Stamp and Seal Plus, and then this beautiful iridescent ribbon from the mini catalog. All right, so I'm going to set this away and get to the next stack on the floor here. So first on the stack is my reminder about bingo. Now, the group photo, I used this. I used some of the cards from this set of bingo. We're not actually going to use these bingo cards for our bingo because, number one, there are only, I think, 18 cards in here. And, you know, Thanksgiving is going to be a little different for my family. Christmas is going to be a little different. We're not going to all be together. So I'm going to use the family bingo to play some bingo games with my family that are near and far. So we're going to still use our regular bingo cards, but these are precious. Hope Hardy gave these to me because she knows I love bingo. And I think, and that's so cute. So they have the characters and numbers, so we're going to have a big time with that. We love to play games, especially at Christmas. But like I said, we're not all going to be together. Are you all going to be together, all of your families? What are you doing for Christmas and Thanksgiving? We're just really up in the air. So anyway, so let's turn to the Playful Pets suite. I've been on here for 12 minutes just talking and not working. And let's see how many, oh, it almost would have opened to this. Okay, so here is the Playful Pets suite. So it starts on page 40 of the main catalog. Okay, so that's the one that has this cover on it. And y'all, if you're curious, no, the catalog that comes from Stampin' Up! Isn't laminated and it doesn't have the spiral bound. I take mine to Office Depot every year and get it spiral bound and laminated. It's the only way it's going to last me a full year. Okay, so here's the Playful Pets, and it has a set of dies. It has a stamp set. It has designer series paper. It has some ribbon, and it has these really cute little trinkets, right? Super cute little trinkets that are somewhere over there. I feel that's where they are. I've checked all the other places. We're actually going to make, I think we're going to make this card today or something similar to that. And a lot of these. So this one, maybe even that one. These are all of these samples are cut from the designer series paper. So creating cards isn't always, all right, Diane, we'll figure it out. Isn't always about just the stamping, right? This one has opportunities to use the images in the paper. It has opportunities for coloring, just lots. And some of the images in the paper actually fit the dies that come with it, right? So here are the dies, and this one is an image from the paper. This one might be, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I'm not really sure at all. But anyway, so, and here's the designer series paper. And then on this page, you get to see, here is the stamp set. And we still have the cat punch and the dog punch, which are great items to have to coordinate. So we actually are going to use the cat punch on one of the cards on the, I've already forgotten whatever the third Thursday is. So the week before Thanksgiving. How about that? Will that work? So that's the Playful Pet Suite that we're going to be working on. I will post a supply list in the group. That's the card class with MC2, Michelle's Creative Corner. That's the name of the group where the Thursday class will be. And I'll put a supply list out there, well, this week. How about that? All right, so I shared with you the cards we're going to make in that class. I sent out information about bingo yesterday, and I sent out the full November schedule last week. Oh, I don't even know. It all runs together. It's November. I've got birthdays today. My father-in-law's birthday is on Wednesday. My husband's birthday is on Friday. So lots and lots of things going on. All right, so what are we going to make today? So, and today we're actually going to use a few fun things. So I cut these out earlier, right? I don't know if you can see that, but so I spelled out happy. And I'm going to show you how I did that, and we may cut out another one as well. Not quite sure. And I cut out one of the dogs from the paper. So let me see if I can get enough of the patterns out here to show you. So this paper is, very cat oriented, right? The string, the feather, little fish toy, ball of yarn, and a little red mouse. And then on this side, I think it's upside down. Okay, I'm going to need my glasses if I'm going to attempt to read that. So this is over and over again. It says, love, meow, purr, snooze, yaw, yawn, paw, jump. And it just says that over and over in cursive. So pretty cute. The colors. Did you know that your colors that coordinate are always listed on the back of your paper? So right under the name of the paper, it tells you what the coordinating colors are. For this pack of paper, that's basic black, cinnamon cider, early espresso, flirty flamingo, real red, soft suede, and whisper white. Most of what I have done has been red, white, and black, although today we're going to use a few other colors. All right, so here is the cat. And then this one is very dog oriented, okay? The big bowl, a dog bone, a paw print, and the dog collar, which, okay. And then on the back, this one has, so the opposite, right? So that one was white and black. This one is black and white. And it is scratch, wag, play, love, bark, woof, dig, chase. And it says that over and over. Then you have some of the cat images. I laughed out loud when I saw Grumpy Cat, right? So let's see if any of these, okay, so no, the cat here is not going to cut out any of these. Now this one, though, this is another cat, and I bet it does cut, yes. So, but this die fits this curled up cat image. So we've got 2 cat dies and 2 dog dies, and then a paw print die. And then on the back of the cats, we have little fish, heart, so red, white, and black. Then, let's see, this is another set of cat images, and we're going to use these on the Grumpy Cat. We're going to just call it the Grumpy Cat card. All right, Diane, I'll see you soon. And then this, how cool is this? This pattern could be anything, this little black and white. All right, here's one of the dog images. So here's where that big Great Dane is. And then, so, and let's see. I don't think this is actually, that one is not going to fit one of the images. And this doesn't fit one on here, but it does fit one on the other pattern. So the back of this, I think I've used the whole sheet of this. Oops, is that the right one? This is really heavy paper. I think I've used the whole sheet of this already. Okay, and then on this one, oh my gosh, the little example in the catalog that has this dog wearing the cone of shame, that is hysterical. And then this little dog, I mean, gosh, they're great. This guy fits right here. So you can stamp in color, or you can cut him out. Or you could cut him out, fussy cut him. And then the other side of it is this red and white stripe. And that is what we're going to use first. Let me see if I've got a scrap of that in here. I'm going to grab a couple of these. I'm going to grab that. And then, okay, I think I've got enough of that. Okay. So for this card, I'm going to set that there and hope I don't step on it. We are actually going to start with a Sahara Sand card base, right? I think this is the right, I pulled this out of my scrap bin, so let's see. It is, yeah, it will work. So I'm going to just trim this to 5.5 by 8.5, so I can see that the 8.5, so it's 8.5 here, and then I'm going to turn it and score it at 4.25. And no, this is not how I usually cut my cards, but this was in my scrap bin, so I just grabbed it. All right, so we need that. Then we're going to cut a real red layer. Let me make sure. I think this is Poppy Parade. I keep pulling that out. What did I do with my red? Running between two desks, sorry. I don't think that that's, no. So let's cut some real red. Sorry for the shaking, I bumped that. So I'm going to come in 1/4 inch. So I'm going to cut this at 4. And we've got 2 blades on your trimmer. You've got the scoring blade and the cutting blade. And this side is going to be 5.25. I fell down earlier today. Actually, I face planted. And my arms are so sore from almost catching myself. Oh my goodness. All right, and this guy, I need him. So I'm just going to come in 1/8 inch. So I'm going to cut this at 3 7/8 by 5 1/4. Let's see how that works. So I'm so glad that y'all are here today. As always, I appreciate that you're here, that you're watching, that you like my videos, that you share my videos. That's just super nice. And I love sharing the love. The mini class will have an ordering special so that you can get a kit to put these together yourself. All right, so now we've got him. Now, how on earth did I do this, and what am I going to do with them? So we have foam adhesive sheets, and let me show you where these are in the catalog because they can be kind of tricky. So we need to find the adhesives, right? And then I'll explain what all we're going to do. So if you come to the back page, your adhesives, so this is your index of accessories. Adhesives are on page 162. So here is the full page of adhesives. And number 12 is this new foam adhesive sheets. They are, you get 6 sheets for $8, and they're 4.5 inches square, just about. And we're going to use these a lot in classes this month. So what I did was they're double-sided, double sticky-sided, right? And they're thick, like a dimensional. So this lets you pop up whatever you've cut out. So you could even pop up your die cut images. That would be super cool. I haven't done it yet, but I just cut a piece of red cardstock. I cut it just a little over 4.5 inches square. And then I peeled off this edge and stuck my real red cardstock down to it. So now they are one. And then I got out, these are the dies. These are called Playful alphabet dies. And we are featuring this bundle in the birthday card. So the monthly card class, it's a subscription, but you can opt in and opt out. There are advantages for sticking with it. But this month it's birthday, and it is going to feature pattern 102. And I'll have sneak peeks of these cards too. So it's going to feature this stamp set, this Pattern Play stamp set. If you watch Sarah Douglas's video that I shared, this is one of the ones that she showed the hinge stack technique with. And so we're going to use this and the Playful alphabet with it. So a couple of times that you're going to see these this month, at least. So those foam sheets. Now, if you order, if you receive the mini class kit today from today's class, or the birthday club, I'm going to do this for you, okay? This will come cut for you. And I need 2 other pieces. So I grabbed a piece of this Tasteful Textures, right? And I grabbed the Well Said stamp set. So I've got happy, and we're going to cut out a little strip that says birthday. And then we need to cut something from here. Now, we could get fancy and do this with the with one of the dies. For time's sake, we're not going to do that today. But I do want to measure him because he needs to be sitting on it. So he is not quite 2 inches. So we're going to cut this 1 3/4. So that's how wide he's going to be. So he's going to sit on that. Right. And I'm going to cut it 1 1/2, and then we might cut it down. Let's see. And then I just need probably a 1/2 inch strip of white. I fouled my fingernails now. I can't find anything. Can't pick up anything. I don't know which one's which. 1 3/4. And that piece is 1 3/4 square. That'll work. This one's 1 1/2. All right, that's the one I intended. And then here is a piece of birthday. And again, we could use the stitched rectangles to fancy this up a little bit. We're just not going to for right now. Because I really want you to see that things can be simple. And I need birthday. I love being able to look this way, find where they are. So this is the Well Said. This is a one of 2 in that. They come in 2 stamp cases. All right, so birthday. And I'm going to stamp this near the bottom, and I'm really going to cut it out. So I'm not going to use my trimmer even. I'm just going to take my scissors, and I'm going to cut it like this. And I'm going to cut it like this. So seriously easy. And then It's not perfectly straight, and it never will be. And that's okay. Now, silicone mat so that I can run some adhesive on the back of this. And that's the Stampin' Seal Plus. I just need regular Stampin' Seal. And I do it on the silicone mat because it doesn't matter if it runs over. It's not going to then stick my elbow to it or anything. Now I will get my trimmer back out. Come on, line up. Okay. So now this ended up being about 1 3/4 by 1. And it's time really to assemble. So this was my, quick cut out of the paper, and then I trimmed them down. So that's my magic. I have one more thing that I'm going to do with the happy, but I can put the rest of this down first. Oh my gosh, I'm just realizing that I think I made a promise last week that I've already broken. I did not decorate the inside of this. I did decorate the ones for Thursday, except for one of those that I've already showed you. Make sure I'm staying on camera here. So the card base is Sahara Sand. And I'm already so sad that the Designer Series paper is off sale. I hope that I stocked up enough. I hope that you did as well. All right, then birthday about here. And we'll just place him like that. And then we're going to let Happy run from his paw down to about the end of that. So, but I want to do one thing before I put that down. So you might notice that that foam is all white. And on this, that would be pretty okay, but I don't necessarily want it to show. So I'm going to take my blend and I'm going to color the edges so that it will look all red. So I've just got my Stampin' Blend Real Red. This is the dark Real Red. Now doing this without getting it all over my finger, it's going to be tricky. If you are not yet on my email list and you would like to be, please put that in the comments and I will reach out and get your email address, or you can private message me. You can put your email address, whatever you're comfortable doing, to get me your email address. And that way you'll be among the first to know when my classes are available to sign ups, and you won't miss anything. So there's a lot going on, and I feel like most of us probably, Christmas and these holiday season is going to look different for us. Halloween looked different. Although we did have a lot of trick-or-treaters, but we actually stayed at the house so we could be adults handing out the candy, and then we went out because we didn't need candy, but we did want to go out for a walk and see the decorations and such. So what do y'all think so far? Now Diane joined for a few minutes. She was liking the pets. I need to push this out. Oops. I think this suite is really cute. Aw. Hazel was a lot of fun. She had fun dancing at the little neighborhood party. the music started and she left me. She didn't look back. She didn't say bye. She looked over occasionally to make sure I was still, there. But she was out in her element playing with the big kids. And they're so sweet to her. We have super neighbors. It's funny to think of Elise West as being one of the big kids. But Elise was super sweet to Hazel at the party, and then Rosemary's daughter, Sophia, trick-or-treating. They were just super, super cute. All right, so what have I left? The Y. And you could do this with a regular marker. I just happen to have my blends on the table, so that's what I went with. Not that, over there to my markers is a 2-mile hike in the snow or anything. Oh my gosh, some of my friends have snow. Their Halloween pictures. It was unbelievable. Okay, so now the decision is, are we going to pop up this little dog or not? Or are we going to let just the happy be popped up? I feel like he needs to be popped up too. That's my general feeling on everything. So I think he needs to be popped up. So let's grab some goodness gracious. Usually the minis are the ones that I always grab first, and now I've grabbed 3 different sets of dimensionals sheets. Shoo! Took a while to get to the minis. And I wonder, okay. I think that's good. Peel these little guys off. And I guess if I'm going to pop him up, I should pop up his little stand too. I mean, you can't go wrong, right? Dimensionals and Stella. Aren't they just the more the merrier? I don't know. That's my take on it. You want to have lines to actually gauge off of. All right, now let's start. Here's the H. And we'll just put it. And these don't have to be straight. We're going to kind of let them dance down the page. Because he's pushing them down. Right? This makes me think of the Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. Oh no, I'm going to have that in my head. You probably will too. I'm so sorry. But Hardin loved that song, and then we introduced it to Hazel. She loves that song. In fact, if she ever walks up to your phone and says something that, might sound like boom boom, that's what she's asking for. Oh my gosh. How cute is that? Right? We stamped one letter, cut this from the designer series paper. We cut this out using the Playful alphabet, and I colored the sides red. I do like that. I think the red and white would be really cool on this paper too, but I wanted to give that technique a try. So we've done that. Now let's move on to Grumpy Cat, and then we're going to do a treat holder last. And I'm going to try and do another video each week that focuses on something special. Like it might be, we might do gift cards, and I'll publish them so you know what's coming. But might be gift cards, could be something home decor, might be a stocking stuffer, just something that would help you either, you know, make your gifts this Christmas, or I'm going to spotlight a few of the kits so you could give your kits out to your crafty receivers. I think, you know, a lot of us are probably going to have gift cards or be shopping online. So let's look at a Grumpy Cat. Where did he go? Oh, there's the one with this little, okay. There we go. All right, so Grumpy Cat is going to start out on Smoky Slate, which actually I didn't bring over here. So I've got Sahara Sand. We're going to use Sahara Sand. Although, yeah, we're going to use Sahara Sand again. Which is pretty unusual. Let's see if we like Grumpy Cat on Sahara Sand. I think so. And here's his little buddies that are going to be with him. Yep. That's what we're going to do. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this one the way I normally cut them. So I like my cards cut at 4 1/4 by 11 and then scored at 5 1/2. And then we're going to need some of the paper with the cat lingo on it. So let's grab that up here and see. Set some of the bowls. I need this one. Okay. And I'm going to bring this in a full inch, I think. So I want this to be 3 1/4 this way. And then on this side, I want it to be 4 1/2. So that's going to go like that. And this is actually about perfect, but I'm going to take off some of the height of it. Let's just see. I'm just going to take off 1/4 inch at a time, roughly. Oh, that looks right. All right, and then we need a little scrap of black for some embossing. Oh my gosh, throwing paper everywhere. And it's going to be we're going to emboss Hope Your Day is a Real Treat. So let's see how big that is. Okay, that looks like the right width. Oh my gosh, come on, turn, turn, turn. All right, and we're going to heat emboss on that. And then I've already cut our cats out. The only thing I didn't do was that they have, the example shows a little oval of vellum behind them, and I don't think I'm going to do that. So we can go ahead and put this on our card. I would love to see pictures of your family from Halloween. So please share. And I'm going to pop this up too. Going on that whole can't have too much, right? And so about that's almost straight, right? And then this is going to go right here. And I want her maybe that's too. Okay, let's take a little bit more off of that. Because I don't want her all the way up at the top. Okay, I think like that. Grumpy cat, you crack me up. All right, this is going to go roughly center, not exactly center. So what do you think? You think these are cards that you could do or that you'd like to do? I hope so. I hope that our first mini class is a success. I love that little cat almost just teasing. We have cats, so I can kind of relate to this cat behavior. The way they support each other or don't. Okay, now all we have left is the embossing on that. So I need a block, and I need some Versamark. Hiding. Found it. My cords are kind of tangled up down here. Oh my gosh. These tired muscles. Aching muscles. They're not tired. They're grumpy. Like grumpy cat over here. Okay, so Versamark is a clear, sticky ink. Oh, my head's not in the way. All right. And then I keep my embossing powder in here. The idea is that this doesn't make a mess everywhere. And we don't sell the embossing buddy anymore. The embossing buddy is kind of a little baking soda like powder to prevent, so that you can get your embossing out so there's no stragglers. Like right there, I've got a little bit. And if I had dusted that first, then the powder wouldn't have stuck to it. But it would have also left my black a little. Okay. Oh shoot. Hold on. I don't know what that was about. I'm just going to hold this so that my hands don't get burned. My fingers don't get burned. I think when I dropped it, I actually knocked off a little bit of the powder. But this is just going to melt, and it'll be turned bright white. I love to watch as it makes the transition. So this is called heat embossing. And it's just a great way to use the dark cardstock for your greetings. And you can emboss, it doesn't have to be white. You can actually ink up your stamp in Versamark, then ink it into a color, and then then stamp it on your cardstock. So you have lots of choices. Come on. All right, now, where is the ribbon? Here's the bolt of ribbon. I had lots of the end of it over there. Now, I am going to use just some glue dots to kind of make a, I don't know, a fussiness behind this. Yeah, that'll be okay, I think. Okay, when all else fails, just cut it. I think I did that too close to the end, and I didn't want it to show. Now I've got it stuck to my finger. So I hope that you are enjoying today's little class, and that you'll come back next week for more, and that you'll participate in bingo. We have so much fun. And you can add on the stamp set for Unto Us. That's the stamp set that all of the cards are going to use. Or you can probably use a different stamp set if you don't want to make them exactly like me, because it's the greetings that you're stamping. And if you haven't seen the samples, they're in my newsletter. So if you join my newsletter, you can see them, or I will share them on this page if they aren't already there. I just don't remember where all I've put them. There we go. There is Grumpy Cat. And I think it would be great to have a birthday greeting on the inside. Just a little more pizzazz to that. So the last project I have for us is a treat box using the little treat box dies. These are in the mini catalog, and let me get that out. Oh my gosh. Oh my, come on. So, oops, the wrong one. Okay, little treat bundle. It's on page 70. The bundle is $53. And it makes these little treat boxes. they cute? So we're going to make one out of the Designer Series paper. So let's pick a pattern. I think that we will, oops. Oh my gosh, there's a grumpy cat. And you could do this out of cardstock. Obviously, cardstock would be stronger than Designer Series paper, although remember, this is a pretty hefty DSP. And I think I'm going to use this one. And I want to cut it this size. So let's see what size this needs to be. So that we can cut our paper. So it looks like 5.5. So I'm going to cut this just a little bit bigger than 5.5. I'm going to add just 1/8 of an inch. And I know that I need to cut the little dog I'm going to use. I'm going to go ahead and cut him out too. Let's see. I need a piece of white that's big enough for him. That one's big enough. All right. Let's get out. Here is the die cut and emboss machine. Taking it. Normally I don't do this on this surface. I have a desk behind me, a die cut station. And I'm going to cut out the little dog. Now, why do I cut this out before I stamp? You've probably been watching me long enough to know what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a template to stamp him. This new die cut machine is so smooth. All right, then we're going to get this. Pretty close to the edge. Put my top plate on and run it back through. And anytime you've got something that is straight across, like rectangular dies or like these hard lines, if you can angle it through the machine, it won't pop quite as much. It's kind of scary the first time it does that to you. But it's not doing anything wrong. It's just that hard straight edge that it's protesting. All right, now, so this is how it comes out. All right, so then it's just a matter of folding and putting it together. So it gave me score lines. All right, and it also gave this really cool scalloped edge. And then these little tabs. So this is going to fold in this way. So that's going to hold that way. Okay. And you could add a little adhesive to hold that in place too. And this is going to come up. So you can see it's holding without adhesive, but you could also add a little adhesive, then take a piece of the ribbon Where's the end? Way over there. Put your treat inside and then run your ribbon through. Actually, I'd probably do it like this. Oh my gosh. Okay, why didn't I try this one ribbon at a time? It's kind of like trying to spell when you're at the blackboard. Chalkboard, whiteboard. Of course, they're not even using that right now, are they? All right, so then I would plan to pull that just like that, okay? Now, let's get this little puppy dog and stamp him. And we'll use the Stamparatus for that. And I've already done one, look at that. That's from yesterday. So I'm going to take, this is my template, and this is the stamp that we're going to stamp. Put that right there. Turn that over, pick him up, and get my black. Oh, it's tight. So I've just pushed that into the corner, not even using a magnet. Bring that down. Now I'll get a magnet. And I'll get my template. And I'll line him up. And I'll stamp him again. Oh my gosh, a magnet. Okay, I didn't think that was going to work out too well. Looked like my magnet was way too close. All right, there he is. I will clean him off in just a few moments once we wrap up. Put my template back in here. Now I'm just going to color him with my dark real red and Smoky Slate. And I'm going to do something a little different. You know what? I'm going to use 40 Flamingo and do the inside of his ear. And we'll give him a pink nose. And we'll give him a red collar. And I was just looking at my brush tip. I think in the future I will use my Stampin' Write markers when I want to color the edge of those alphabet letters. And I'm going pretty quickly here. So normally I do my dark and then I come back and blend with the light. And tonight Now, tonight also marks the Monday Moments, which is our Zoom. That starts at 7 p.m. Central Time. Grab a beverage, grab a project, and just come back and hang out with us. I've got some more classes that I'll be working on. I'll answer any questions that you have. And I'm just coming back with the dark in the areas that the stamp has told me are darker. And the stamp tells me by having the little darker, bolder lines. And then I'll come back with the light and just blend that in. And this time, take my time a little bit more. So this is a little darker than it would have been if I had started with dark and then come back with light. And you can mix up, you know, our dog is lots of different colors. I could use the color lifter if I wanted to come back and lighten up some of him. I also have to admit, by this time of the day, my eyes are tired and they don't want to focus on this. And how about daylight savings time? Ugh. It's so not fun. I'll be up early to go vote. Isn't he the cutest? And then I'm just going to pop him up like that. I do have somewhere over here a red circle that I cut out for something else. And maybe if I could lay my hand on it. Oh, I think it's way too big. It is way too big. But I'm just going to pop him up. Oh, look, bless his heart, had a pumpkin on the other side. And you could put a little embossed greeting on there. Cute. Isn't that cute? I think one of the little Bath and Body Works hand sanitizers would fit in there. Or you could do it. You could make this with the little cat paper and then do this Swedish fish. That would be cute in here. So super, super cute. Here are the 3 projects we made today. I hope y'all thought they were cute and fun. And thank you for being here. Remember, there will be a way for you, an ordering special that I will post so that you can get a kit to make these 3 projects for yourself if you'd like. And an extra bonus for a little higher order. Anyway, I think that's what I have for you tonight. I'm sure I forgot lots of things. Daylight savings time is always a joy. I'll try and post the other things that I have obviously forgotten. Have a great evening, everybody. I hope to see you back here in an hour and a half for Monday Moments, the Zoom. The Zoom link is published on the page, and I'll bump it up to the top so that you be sure and see it. Take care. Bye-bye.